Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today I'll be doing a video on how to DCC a Tomytec chassis. Yes, I have done this video before, but I wanted to update it to, well, modern standards and also to take into account that different DCC decoder. First of all, when you get a Tomytec chassis, this is the TM18. Ooh, there you go. When you open up, you also get all these little bits, which I'll be putting to the side because I won't need them. You also get the actual chassis, which will be modifying. We're adding a DCC decoder, and one in particular which we're using is rather cheap, but it does work. Hornby DCC decoder. It is the R8249, or otherwise known as the R7150. This is the manual which you get with it, but the only thing in the manual which you need is the connection specifications, which I've also listed out which ones are actually on the decoder, because this is a 6-pin decoder. However, we won't actually need all these pins. I'll actually get this specification out again. All the ones which you see which have lines we don't have, so we'll ignore them. The ones with arrows are the ones which we actually have to worry about, and the ones with crosses are the ones which we'll just be removing because we just need 4 pins, which is 2 to connect to the motor itself and 2 to connect to the contacts. So I will be putting up a diagram of where to solder things directly, but I'll just show you quickly. Make sure it's the right side I need to take off. There we go. See, it's not all that hard to take it off, you just need to quickly try it out. Let's get something to point with. Right. On the inside you'll see contacts like this. These little contacts are running alongside each side of the chassis are what connects to the bogies, so that's where you wire up. I think it's the, let me have a quick look. The red one and the black one, so that's where you put your red and black wires. And here is the contacts which, just make sure it's in shot. Actually, I'll bring it a bit closer so it's more in view and focus. Okay, so the rails here and here which are connect to the actual track, so black and red. Doesn't really matter which way you go round. Ooh, is it in focus or is it focusing? There we go. I think it was focusing on my finger or thumb. And here are the 2 motor contacts. What we'll need to do is to make sure that they're not actually in contact with each other when we've DCC'd the chassis. So basically break the contact. You can either do that with little shims made out of a non-conductive material like plasticard, like here, or which I'll be doing at some point, which is basically bending these up and then making sure that it's basically surrounded by non-conductive material. So the advantage of bending them up is that you will have an easier time soldering to them, but you will also not be able to bend them back down and run them in normal DC. So I'll be putting up a diagram in a moment, probably in between now and the next clip, which is you will have to run these in, so make sure you run in your chassis before DCCing. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. So there's not really much to DCCing these chassis. I've done it at least 3 times and all of them have more or less run perfectly fine, apart from when I accidentally got glue stuck in these. But other than that, it's fairly straightforward. So I'll quickly bring up the image of where you need to solder everything, and then I'll run in the chassis. So see you in a bit. And here we are, running around the chassis. Well, I did have it at a faster speed, but I decided to turn it down just so that you can actually hear me. But yeah, just give it, say, 30 to an hour in each direction, and yeah, should hopefully be running by then. But, yeah, this is just to make sure that the motor is, like I said, fully running and won't have any problems when it's DCC'd. So yeah, I'll see you. Well, see you in an hour or two. Probably two. I'll probably forget that I've left it on. Alright, see you in a bit. Right, here we are with the chassis all run in. One thing which I have done also is I've tinned the ends of the wires, where I have noticed that my soldering iron has actually stripped some of the plastic cover over the wires. That's what I wanted, but luckily I have got some heat shrink stuff, so that's not going to be a problem. So I've got a slight frog in my throat. So first thing I'm going to do, bend these out of the way. Now, it should have been that way around. I could probably put it that way around. So I should probably just prepare some of this heat shrink, and I might actually do this off camera because it might be a bit easier. So when you're back after I've done some of the soldering, then I'll show you what I've done. So here we are, and here we are, pretty much all done. One thing which I have also done is I put some shrink wrap, or heat shrink, whatever it's called, I can never remember, on this weight here. Ooh, just make sure it's in shot, just to make sure that there's no conductivity between this side and that side. So it does also make sure it's all staying all nicely non-conductive. The reason why I also had to stop recording is because next bit which you have to do is solder right in here, so you can get it as close to the motor body, where the motor body is, so you can put the weight back in, because it runs a hell of a lot better when you've got the weight in. So and after that, it's basically try to tidy up all the wires, which I should probably do some other point. And you can just quickly pop it on the layout, which I've now switched to my DCC controller. Ooh. Yeah, just about see it. And sometimes it is a bit jittery when starting off. The only thing I can suggest is having a look in case you've got any solder or flux just caught in the flywheels. So that's the only thing I'd suggest, but other than that slight stuttering, it runs pretty much fine. Back on here. As you can see, once it's at speed, you can't quite see it at the moment, but yeah, once it's at speed, it's pretty much happy. It's just a slow speed where it's a little bit jittery. I'm still not too sure how to solve that, but at least we've now DCC'd our Tomytec chassis. So that's pretty much it, really. After that, it's just cleaning up and wrapping this in some sort of non-conductive foil or film or whatever, and like I said, just tidying it up. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on the video if you feel like it. So hope to see you. I'll see you then. Bye bye now.